Hi, this is Sahana. Welcome to my channel. Let's have a quick recap of what we learned in our last video. We had an overview of data types. We learned different categories of data types like value types and reference types, their features and usages. Our today's video is continuation of data types. Today we will learn integral numeric types. Let's start with the question, what's an integer type? This is nothing but the type used to represent the integer numbers. Now, what is an integer number? Integer numbers are nothing but the whole numbers without any fractional component. Open the Visual Studio and click on Create New Project. Select the console application template type and give some appropriate name. Then click on Next. Here is a console application. We shall understand the concepts practically. Before proceeding further, we should know that there are many different types of built-in integer data types. First, we shall see what are they, then continue with our program. Here is the list of predefined data types. We have S-byte, byte, short, U-short, etc. You have to choose them based on your requirement. If you look at the data types, each one of them has got range, size and .NET type. Let's take the example of S-byte and try to understand what are they. Range specifies the range of values allowed for the data type. For example, range of S-byte is -127 to 128. Here, -127 is the minimum value allowed for the data type and +127 is the maximum value allowed for the data type. It means whatever the value we assign to S-byte type of variable, it should be within the range of -127 to 128. Here you can see S-byte is the signed 8-bit integer. Size specifies the amount of memory that gets allocated to the particular type of variable. For example, size of S-byte is 8-bit. Bit equals 1 byte. Bit, byte, etc. are nothing but the computer memory measurement units. Next, we have a .NET type. .NET type represents the corresponding .NET type, and .NET type for S-byte is system.sbyte. Here system specifies the namespace and S-byte is the structure. Having the corresponding .NET type facilitates all the .NET languages to be interoperable. As we already discussed, .NET supports several other languages like F#, VB.NET, etc. This helps them to interact easily. If you look at the size column, you can find two different types of integers, signed and unsigned. Signed integer can store both positive and negative values. However, unsigned integer can store only positive values. If you look at the example on the screen, we have S-byte and byte. S-byte is a signed integer and byte is an unsigned integer. I hope you are clear with the concepts. Let's jump into the program. As we already discussed, we use data types while declaring variables. I will declare a variable with one of the integer types, that is int. Int is the most commonly used integer data type due to its size and range, which suits most of the common scenarios. Theoretically, we know all the integer data types have size, range, and equivalent .NET type. Let's verify them practically. One thing I want you to know that all the value types are internally represented as structures. If you ask me what is structure, it is nothing but yet another type that can encapsulate data and related functionality. Let me show you that. Right-click on the int keyword, click on Go to Definition. This is the metadata file for int32. Metadata is the data that describes some other data. Here is the table that we already discussed. Highlighted are the details for int type. Even here we can find the same data. Int32 is the .NET name for int. Struct keyword tells us that it's a structure, and this structure has got various members. Now I will show you how to use them in our program. Let's find the size of int. This statement will print the size of int data type. I'll tell you what is the size of. First I'll run and show you the output. Here is the output. I'll tell you about the output. Before that, let me tell you something about the size of operator. Size of is the operator in C# that returns the number of bytes that would be allocated. Back to the output screen. Here size of int data type is 4. 4 means 4 bytes because size of operator returns the value in bytes. 1 byte equals 8 bits and 32 bits equals to 4 bytes. So this is the correct output. Now we shall find the range of int data type. This is the line of code. Here min value and max value are the constants that tell us the range. Now I'll run the code and let's see the output. Here is the minimum value allowed for int data type and this is the maximum value allowed. Whatever the value we assign to int data type, it should be within this range. Here I have just shown few of the examples. They are very basic. They will just find out the range, size, etc. If you want to know more about such data types, you can visit the metadata file. This metadata file will give you detailed information about all the supported members. Even if you want to know more about the members, you can expand and you will get the information. Summary will tell you what this method will exactly do, what all the parameters it will take, what is the return type. You will get all the detailed explanation. You can experiment with these methods. In our today's video, we have covered only few of the concepts like the max value, min value. We just understood few of the concepts. In my upcoming videos, I'll come up with the programs that will help you to understand these different methods, how to use them in the program and how to play around these methods. That's it for the day. Thanks for your time. In our next video, we will learn one more data type, that is floating point data type. Even that is very important. And do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thanks again.